This is Shauna Mace with Inspire Growth, and this is sales tip number 7 in 60 to increase your sales acumen as a financial advisor. So sales tip number 7 is leave breadcrumbs. This is a really powerful one, especially in initial conversations with prospects. So something that I hear happening a lot is that people meet for the first time, you have a great conversation, you learn a lot, and then the prospect kind of disappears. Well, one reason that may be happening is that you may be moving too quickly in trying to support their decision. So a big decision like choosing a financial advisor takes time. So you have to think about the decision-making process from the prospect's perspective. And one great way to do that is to really kind of decrease the risk or perceived risk in the process by making the interaction kind of smaller, more manageable, and bite-sized. And you do that by, one, sticking to whatever time you said you were going to have. So if you scheduled a 30-minute, a 45-minute, a 60-minute initial conversation, don't have a 2-hour conversation. Stick to the time that you have scheduled and leave them with something. So again, you want to leave breadcrumbs. So an example of that is you meet, you do your discovery, you ask open-ended questions, you uncover needs, you make a recommendation, and then you leave them with something to help support their decision-making process. That might be a proposal that you send to them. That might be a sample financial plan, a case study. It could be a sample recommendation of what you would do with their investments. And you make sure that you have a next step. So the breadcrumb would be, well, I'm going to send you this sample plan, and let's get some time on the calendar in a week where we can review any questions you may have at that point. How does that sound? Great. Wonderful. So you're not going to go deeply into what a plan or the planning relationship looks like in the first conversation. You're going to save that for the next step. Don't want to overwhelm people with the process. It's already a big decision. So use this idea of leaving breadcrumbs. Now, if you meet with somebody and you do that and they go quiet or silent, that doesn't mean that they're necessarily gone. Maybe they've gotten busy. So what you want to do is follow up. So again, leaving breadcrumbs, continue to add value, continue to provide relevant information, articles, content, ideas, continue to check in with them. It can take 5 to 7 times before you actually hear a response back. So again, leaving breadcrumbs, persistent follow-up or consistent follow-up can be really effective in continuing to move someone through the decision-making process. So again, if you aren't doing this already, don't put all your eggs in one basket and really look for one initial meeting to help someone make a decision. It is a process, and the more you can break it into small steps, the more quickly you're going to be able to help support someone through the process. So if you aren't already, make sure you are leaving breadcrumbs.